so that seems to be the main court that people are planning to go to. Just like,
Yeah.
go to hard court? Yeah, let's just go to hard court.
Yeah, I do believe it's the most neutral of the courts. I think it's overall across the matchup usually the most fair.
We go BadJoe versus Pelupelu's Rosalina.
1-0.
Gangles.
Jim Ray saying that he's getting hardcore banned. That remix went on basket.
Now, from what I remember
games.
seeing,
Interesting.
from what I remember seeing from Pelupelu's Rosalina, he liked to stay way far back on the court, get the charge, and use the little bit of power that Rosalina has. But she is kind of like a tricky power hybrid.
Yeah, he really does play her like a power character. Yeah, like you said, he really likes to sit in the back and just get the full charges and just hammer away at the opponent.
And of course, once you get those charge shots, you're gonna get meter. And so if BadJoe decides, oh, you know, I gotta use a drop shot, you know, he's got the meter to get there.
Yeah, the scary part too is that as far back as Pelupelu stays, still does not usually have a super hard time covering the drop shots. But BadJoe up 2-1, getting a shot by. Pelupelu late on the trick shot.
That's true. That's the scary thing about Spike. You know, you don't think about it, but he is a power character, so those fully charged top spins, they go fast.
Yeah.
See these just mean slices, and hopefully we'll see it soon. Like the charged lob from all the way back there, it is something to behold.
Yeah. But both players often play pretty much from the baseline. Neither of them want to push net. Spike does have pretty reasonably good angles, though, from what I understand. I'm not a Spike player myself, but I think as far as powers go, he's got reasonable angles.
I'd say he's about, I'd say he's about middle of the pack when it comes to angles, and middle of the pack is certainly not bad. Especially against Rosalina, who angle-wise I don't think is really that great besides her slices and curve.
Yeah, definitely not going to be placing those balls right in the corners.
And you just saw there the difference in one-tap top spin between Rosalina and Spike definitely has the advantage there.
The fully charged slices are so scary too, because you have to counter it with a top spin, but sometimes the top spin shots just don't come out too strong compared to... top spins are very situational, right? Like sometimes you want to hit a top spin if you know it's going to be like just after a bounce and you want to get an angle, right? But generally speaking, you don't want to ever top spin volley. And sometimes the fully charged slices, you kind of have to, and it's a little scary.
That's the thing with slices with Rosalina, Waluigi, and with a lot of the cast is just, you know, the star is all the way back like behind the court, so you can't really use those, so you have to counter it with your top spin, but if you use a weak one, it's just going to be these slow bouncing shots. And even if you get like a strong double tap, it's not going to be as good. You see, going for the special here, a rare one that we don't see very often.
Yeah, that sound is nuts. The sound is absolutely crazy on Spike special. The impact of the log on the ball, I don't know how it makes that noise.
Change card.
It is a steel log, so it's like reverberates throughout the whole thing, but you don't get to hear it often, but it sure is great. About the same level with meter. Not really making any crazy moves yet, you know, just star shotting all over the place.
Yeah, both players still trying to play from the baseline, trying to play safe.
As we learned earlier this week, you know, this is more of the Japanese style of play. Just
yeah, that's right.
Back,
I was just about to say that as well. Yeah, they're both trying to play safely from the tee and just minimize risk in meter drain.
But we got a nice zone trap there by Pelu. Draining a little bit of meter, but Joe still with a bit of an advantage, and now back to even.
Yeah, it seems like both players are having a hard time really getting in on each other.
Like you were saying before with the slices, BadJoe can't really go for those angles that Spike is known for. So he has to focus more on, you know, just keeping the ball alive and maybe getting a star shot when available.
For those of you who are just joining us, we got PK Kirby co-commentating on the mic right now.
Oh,
very graciously offered to help out, because I'm a little distracted sometimes. I'm looking at the bracket, I'm TOing some matches, and also trying to commentate. So PK Kirby offered to hop on and help me out, and it's been a great help so far. I think it's working well. Shout outs to PK Kirby.
We'll have to see, because I know that my next match may be coming soon, but when that comes in, I'll just play that real quick, and then If I lose, then I'll just jump right back on here.
Cool, cool. Yeah, I think other people might be willing to help as well, or I can just run solo.
That'd be great.
5, 2.
Oh, I think what we just saw right there was a try at the zone shot, zone trap.
Yeah, it did look like it, but BadJoe intelligently just letting it go out of bounds.
A smart move by him.
Pelupelu just trying to innovate right now with Rosalina.
We don't want to think about it like this because BadJoe is such a great player, but you know, with a player of Pelupelu's caliber, you know, he has and with games to spare, you know, he has a chance to lap some things and see what works.
Yeah. Pelupelu just wants to see what he can do with other characters, right? But it's just so, it just speaks to his dominance too, because BadJoe is just such a great player. He takes games off pretty much everybody. But at the same time, definitely.
And being able to
holding
just
his
be like,
own.
oh, I want to play Rosalina, and like staying on pace with him is a big accomplishment.
Yeah. But BadJoe is
We see
is holding
coming
it
up to
down.
net. Yeah. But Lob sent him right back, and we're back in the neutral.
Interesting. So both players higher in meters, but Pelupelu opted to go for the special. Even though
The first
even though
special that
the-
we're seeing
the
from
push
Pelu
special,
today.
yeah, even with the push special. Oh, and then gets the meter build trick shot, and it's like never happened.
Oh man. That's like the best case scenario right there. You do it,
Yeah.
you get them out of position, and then get the meter right back.
Yeah, immediately full on meter. Interesting choice though in general. This push specials tend to drain much less meter than the spin specials do from your opponent, and of course Rosalina does have the push special. It was interesting to see the choice to use it when they're both pretty much full on meter.
We're seeing this a little bit right now. Bowser Jr. back in his OP days, he had crazy charging speed. Rosalina not really getting a nerf to that, so what's great about Rosalina is she's able to charge around the court and get
Yep.
some really tough shots. And we do see Pelu get a point, but he's still down 5-3.
Yeah, BadJoe really making him work hard here and showing him what Spike can do. I hesitate to call it a low tier
Absolutely.
battle, but it's
But you
very
still need to get
interesting
those
see.
2 points, and you know, when you start losing to Pelu, then your points start to diminish a bit real quick. Like we were kind of saying before, this is more of like the Japan way of playing, but it certainly isn't a wrong way, because you can see, you know, no balls are going past them, and as long as you can kind of keep position, you know, there's nothing really wrong with this.
Yeah, and you will see some differences too. You'll usually see Pelupelu sitting more to one side of the court than the other. Pelupelu likes to try and cover with a solid charge, and then if he guesses wrong, he'll just cover the other option with a trick shot. That's something that he's known for, I would say. Not that he's the only player
And
that
you
does
just
that.
saw right there, like what I was saying before, with the charging, being able to move up so quick while charging that top spin and getting it right past BadJoe.
Yeah, it makes the drops much less scary too.
You know, suddenly it's 5-4, and BadJoe's like, you know, if I'm him, I'm like, okay, I want to get a point real quick, try to get my lead back.
And you see,
Trick shot, but there comes the drop.
Pelupelu's been going for a fair number of zone traps, and BadJoe is not falling for them. He really has not been hit by many zone traps at all. For the amount of Pelupelu trying to trick him.
Yeah, that's the thing with these top players. Like, the way I think of it is like zone traps are like a level 2 move. BadJoe is level 3. You know, it doesn't really affect him as hard.
Yeah, well, it's just that he's aware of it, so sometimes he just knows the ball's gonna come right to him, right? He's not scared to do the zone speed, where most players would, because he knows the potential.
That's what's awesome about watching such high level players. It's like you see the mind games, but you also see the counterplay to it.
Exactly. Looks like your match might be up. Benny's looking for you.
Alright, I see. So, thanks for having me on. Hopefully I can come back on in a little bit.
awesome.
And
Yeah, of course.
hopefully my match goes well. So, I'll see
Good
you
luck
guys
in the
later.
match. Thanks for hopping on. Alright, we're back to solo commentary here. Why? Pelu kind of up right now. I'm BadJoe, I'm sweating right now. Pelu's scary when he starts getting momentum. Once he starts scoring a couple points, it starts, at least I personally start to feel like it can be really tough to get momentum back. Pelu's really solid on his reads. This is legit 2 commentators. Nice tournament. I'm glad you're liking the 17-year-old. I wouldn't say commentary is my strong suit, but trying to make it work. More interesting than nothing, right? Being Kirby was a huge help too. A lot easier with 2 people. Still keep ready to verify match. I can lower the timer, I think, for that, so that it auto-verifies faster. Oh, BadJoe with a hard read on the, for that trick shot. I think he was holding that down to get the meter. There it works out. And Pelu late on that trick shot. We got match point here. Yeah, Pika Kirby is great at commentary. Wow, I think that was a next level play. I'm pretty sure what BadJoe, thank you for the follow out card. So BadJoe, I think I know exactly what just happened there. So BadJoe, I think that was like a 5th level play. Yeah, that was like a 5th level read. So BadJoe, what happened there? BadJoe knew that Pelupelu wanted to go for the trick shot block in that scenario. Oh shit, it's up to me. BadJoe know that Pelu wanted the trick shot block. And so the counterplay to that is to shoot it right at them, and then they'll trick shot away. But he knows that Pelu is aware of the fact that if he shoots it right away, like if he doesn't take the time to aim it and shoots it right away, Pelu's gonna react to that and know it's coming right at him, and he'll go for the empty block. So BadJoe intentionally waited on the charge so that it looked like he was trying to aim it away into a corner, and then Pelu would go for the trick shot block, but then shot it right at him. That was crazy, crazy mind games. That was a crazy mind game by BadJoe to score with that special for the point there. That was crazy. Glad to see Pelupelu sticking with Rosalina though. Not giving up either on Daisy or Toadette. It was a really close match. But that was a crazy, crazy thing that BadJoe just did. Oh, setting up with the blind trap there. BadJoe was scared and backed up right into it. Why Pelu taking the first point? Actually, I gotta beat the score as well, right? BadJoe just taking the racket damage. Of course, this tournament we do have KL loss off. So taking 3 zone shots means that you're going to lose the point, but you will not lose the match if that happens too much. Getting the form break. I would like to see BadJoe start mixing up with the zone traps though. It seems like Pelu knows when the drop's coming and has been using zone speed. Might be able to just hit a flat back at him and trap him. But who knows, maybe Pelu's just gonna trap him right back with the zone shot, zone trap. That's why Pelu really running away with this game too, though. Looking scary for BadJoe. Are we gonna see the 7-0? Are we gonna see the 7-0? Let's see, let's see. I think BadJoe score a point here. Keep it alive. Both players playing very carefully at the baseline, neither of them wants to make a point. I think Pelu really wants the 7-0. And of course BadJoe wants to stay alive. Oh, the hard read. He knew the zone trap was coming. He didn't use zone speed. I would have gotten tracked by that. Really well done by BadJoe. Able to score that point on the hard read on the zone trap. When the special is going to come out. It's always interesting to see the special strategy for two players. Why Pelu generally uses special much more conservatively than most players. Wow, so really well played by BadJoe. Just drained a lot of meter and is going for the special now. Oh, looks like he got it by? Wow. That was a really, really nice point by BadJoe. Draining just enough meter to score that point. But these full charges coming out from Rosalina are so scary. That movement while charging is crazy strong. Again, calling out on the zone traps. BadJoe not getting tricked. Wow, a lot of meter drain there. Let's see if BadJoe can punish. Yep, there it is. BadJoe bringing it back now. 3-point run right now. Let's see if he can keep it going. He's got a lot of match points to fight off though. Nice lob. Pushing him back. Nice, in the middle. BadJoe is working on this comeback right now. BadJoe coming out from Pelu. Oh, Pelu late again on the trick shot. Or maybe the ball bounced over, potentially? Maybe it wasn't a late thing. But BadJoe really making this comeback right now. He's got 2 more match points to fight off. Of course, BadJoe is up 1-0, so if he takes this game, he wins the match over Pelu. I think this would be the first match that Pelu would have lost, getting him with his own trap. It would be Pelu's first loss in tournament all month. Alright, Dragon Slayer, thank you for the follow. BadJoe keeping alive, building the meter advantage here. Draining more and more meter from Pelu. Special here, yep. Very nice. Very well done by BadJoe. Running Pelu around. Zone trap no effect on BadJoe? Yeah, right? BadJoe is super good at this. That time mixing up and shooting it away instead of straight at Pelu, hoping for the empty block. We are now 5-6, 5-point run from BadJoe. And a meter advantage. It's just about even. It's about even. Of course, the more nervous players get, the better zone traps become because the more if you want to canning zone speed. Diablo Man, thank you for the follow. Wow, after all that, Pelu gets the match point. On his last available match point, he clutches it. Amazing attempt at a comeback from BadJoe. But we are going to game 3. Tight set. Not even close. All those late trick shots. Yeah, there were quite a few late trick shots. This is the first time Pelupelu has felt fear in a month. I love that he's sticking to his guns with Rosalina though. Not chickening out to another character. Pelupelu is very strong. Currently number 5 rated in the US. Pelupelu specifically. With the empty block from BadJoe though! I love that that's starting to happen now. People are... Because of the, people wanting to trick block so much, shooting straight at them is the counterplay, but the counterplay to that is a raw empty block like BadJoe just did. Incredible. Love to see that. Coming on that is difficult and risky. Oh, Pelupelu with a 500 IQ zone trap right there. That was really smart. It really looked like he was going to be going for something he needed a meter for there. It was scary.
2-0.
Pelupelu really trying to run away with the lead here. Just like last game, up 3-0. Oof. One of those crazy net shots from Rosalina. I wonder if that was due to a space ball. Nice angle from BadJoe. Forcing trick shots. You got washed? Yeah, hop back in. What's up, PK Kirby?
Well, I think I need to retire from Mario Tennis Aces.
You got washed. Who'd you play against?
Yeah, I got washed.
You played Benny, right?
I played against Benny. Great Bowser. Nothing against him. I shouldn't have chosen grass because I'm dumb. And I don't know. I think maybe I'll stick to commentary from now on.
But we got a game 3 here. I don't know if you caught the last game. I'm guessing you didn't because you were playing, but
Not because I was playing. So what's
so
up?
Pelupelu went up 6-0 in game 2 with Rosalina. BadJoe is bringing it back though. He got 5 points straight, brought it to 5-6, and then Pelupelu clutched it out.
Man, I'm
After
sad I
giving up
missed
5
that.
points,
So
and
right
now
now
we,
we got Pelupelu up 4-0 with game 3, huh?
Exactly, yep. Pelupelu looking pretty
Hey,
dominant
if
here.
BadJoe can do it once.
Oh, with the zone trap though. I love that. I love zone traps are so cool. Oh, it's a space ball.
It's one of the things that was becoming a space ball, but Spike saved it.
Yeah, that could have been a point. Had he recognized that quickly. Oh, that zone. What? That didn't work. The zone trap. It looked like he had him there.
It was like right next to the star, but I think he chose to just kind of sit still and wait for the star to go away.
Yeah, definitely. I think a little lucky there for BadJoe. I think that he almost got hit there. I think he did use zone speed. Oh, we got almost full meter from Pelupelu here.
Oh, might have just been like a weird interaction with it. But right now, Pelupelu just going all for these zone traps.
Pelupelu been using zone shots pretty effectively here. It's actually pretty interesting the way he's doing them. He's been scoring a lot of points with zone
Really?
shots. Again, full meter though.
Oh man, full meter and like barely any for BadJoe. It's just but not choosing to use the special, like not taking that free point, letting this kind of rock.
Yeah, that's something that's interesting about Pelupelu. He really is very conservative when he uses his specials. I think that he knows that there's a certain risk associated with using it. Sometimes the tide can just swing out of your favor, but if you're high on meter, at all times you can just continue to push an advantage. But I do agree on using it. Like, if he had just used this earlier when he had more... BadJoe had less meter, it'd be better for him.
That's what I think, because BadJoe just did not have that much meter, maybe like 15%. I don't think he would have been able to get a really well-angled special shot. And now, we see BadJoe get the point, and, we don't want to see BadJoe...
Yeah, that was a crazy block from BadJoe. Came out at top speed with a lot of speed at a loose angle. And Pelu was not ready for it.
That's the crazy thing about zone shots, too, is that just as fast as they hit them at you, it's just as fast as you can return them. Back in the neutral, letting BadJoe build up that meter some more.
Oh, hitting him right with his own trap. That's so... How do you know he was going to run forward there? Pelu was on the next level with some of these traps. BadJoe hitting him right back though.
Brain going, we're like, okay, so if I hit this shot, then he's going to do this. But if I hit this shot, then he'll do this, and then I can do this. Okay, and now, here comes the meter lead again. He's in... Yeah, now he's in green. I'm feeling like we can see a zone shot coming soon. Oh, unless he lunges.
Yeah, see, that's interesting. He actually opts to get the... He drains 50 full meter to secure the point. I like that. That's interesting.
It's ultimately a smart move, and we got a match point here for Pelupelu. This meter advantage is not doing BadJoe any favors in the zone shot.
And Pelu taking it, yep. Amazing showing from BadJoe, honestly. The near comeback in game 2.
Even on Pelu's Rosalina.
Yeah,
Huge thing.
That was impressive by BadJoe. Well played again by Pelupelu, of course. Taking that game 3.
Really.